What if I told you that buying a luxury car after the warranty expires could actually be one of the smartest financial decisions you ever make? Sounds impossible, right? We've been trained to believe that luxury means fragile electronics, catastrophic repair bills, and constant anxiety. And yet, there are high-mileage luxury sedans quietly crossing 300,000 miles, with repair costs lower than many economy cars, while still delivering a ride-quality modern vehicles struggle to replicate. Today, we're counting down 12 luxury cars that become absolute bargains once the warranty disappears. And stay with us until the end, because number 1 breaks every rule. This luxury machine doesn't just survive aging, it thrives on it. Number 12. Infiniti Q50 Red Sport, 2016 to 2020. When Infiniti engineered the Q50 Red Sport, they somehow avoided every trap that usually ruins post-warranty luxury ownership. No experimental drivetrains, no fragile suspension gimmicks, no locked-down electronics ecosystems. The VR30 twin-turbo V6 produces 400 horsepower, yet operates with enormous thermal and mechanical headroom. Nissan stress-tested this engine across extreme heat cycles, sustained boost scenarios, and long-duration highway loads, conditions closer to endurance racing than daily commuting. That margin is why high-mileage examples rarely suffer internal failures. The 7-speed automatic may not win spec sheet wars, but it's conservative, proven, and easily serviceable. It prioritizes longevity over cleverness, which is exactly why independent shops trust it. Depreciation does the rest. These cars often lose over 60% of their value in the first 5 years. Then stop falling once informed buyers recognize the formula. German-level performance, Japanese reliability, and parts pricing closer to mainstream brands. Interior materials reinforce that philosophy. Real aluminium, thick leather hides, physical controls instead of touch-only interfaces. Electronics sourced from industrial-grade suppliers, not cost-optimized consumer tech. As a result, interiors age instead of unraveling. Repair shops love them. No dealer-only tools, no proprietary lockouts. And when wear items finally go, often well past 150,000 miles, replacement costs are dramatically lower than European rivals. Even insurance companies quietly favor Q50s due to low failure rates and predictable claims. Infiniti didn't design a budget luxury legend. They just accidentally created one. Number 11. Genesis G80, 2017 to 2020. Genesis entered the luxury market with an unusual strategy. Assume the customer plans to keep the car long after the warranty expires. The naturally aspirated 3.8-litre V6 reflects that mindset. Oversized cooling passages, conservative power delivery, and internal components operating far below their stress thresholds. This engine isn't impressive because it's fast, it's impressive because it refuses to age. Genesis also attacked long-term ownership pain points head-on. Their multi-stage paint process involved more layers and curing steps than many competitors reserve for halo models, resulting in finishes that resist fading, chipping, and oxidation years later. The air suspension, normally a financial death sentence, was redesigned with redundancy and simplified control logic. Fewer sensors, fewer failure modes, less dependency on dealer-only calibration. Post-warranty, the G80 becomes an insider deal. You get flagship-grade materials, class-leading sound insulation, and ride quality engineered for real roads, not marketing demos. Maintenance schedules are refreshingly short and predictable, lacking the absurd luxury tax line items common elsewhere. It's the car German brands would build if they were paid for longevity instead of novelty. Number 10. Lexus GS 350 F Sport, 2013 to 2020. Toyota's luxury division set out to prove that reliability didn't require boredom. and ended up creating one of the most durable luxury sedans ever sold. The naturally aspirated 3.5-litre V6 is famously understressed. At highway speeds, it operates so effortlessly that long-term wear becomes almost theoretical. Paired with a conservative 8-speed automatic, the drivetrain is known for crossing 300,000 miles with nothing more than routine servicing. But the real surprise comes over time. These cars often improve with mileage. Leather breaks in instead of cracking. Engines loosen just enough to feel smoother. Suspensions settle into that uniquely Lexus balance newer models try and fail to replicate artificially. The F-Sport package isn't cosmetic theatre. Suspension tuning, brakes, and chassis calibration were validated under real performance testing, including high-speed stability and repeated load cycles. You get real handling capability without sacrificing durability. Smart buyers pick up a 5-year-old GS and drive it for another decade and a half, quietly, comfortably, and without surprises. Number 9. Porsche Cayenne S, 2011 to 2018. Porsche refused to dilute its standards when building an SUV, and that stubbornness paid off. Engines from this era, both naturally aspirated and supercharged, were built with endurance margins closer to commercial-duty hardware than luxury SUVs. Porsche validated them under sustained high-speed operation, heavy towing loads, and aggressive thermal cycles. Every component followed suit. Door handles rated for decades of use. Window regulators designed for long lifespans. Seat motors built to survive abuse that would cripple competitors. Once depreciation flattens after year 6, the Cayenne transforms into one of the most compelling luxury SUV values on the market. You get genuine Porsche build quality, real-world practicality, and ownership costs that finally align with reality, especially when serviced outside dealerships. Number 8. Cadillac XTS Platinum, 2013 to 2019. Cadillac quietly delivered one of the most dependable full-size luxury sedans of the decade. The naturally aspirated 3.6-litre V6 proved itself under taxi fleets, law enforcement, and commercial use, environments that expose weaknesses quickly. It survived all of them. The standout innovation was magnetic ride control. Instead of fragile air systems, Cadillac used electronically controlled dampers with minimal moving parts. The result was exceptional ride quality paired with long-term durability. No compressors, no leaks, no constant failures. After heavy depreciation, the XTS becomes a post-warranty cheat code, flagship comfort, proven mechanicals, and maintenance costs that stay grounded in reality. Number 7. Acura RLX Sport Hybrid, 2014 to 2020. Honda's luxury engineers approached the RLX with surgical precision, eliminate mechanical complexity wherever possible. Instead of traditional AWD hardware, Acura used electrically driven motors. Entire categories of failure-prone components simply don't exist. The hybrid system distributes torque intelligently without relying on mechanical linkages that wear over time. The result is shockingly predictable ownership, oil changes, tires, brakes, very little else. Even high-mileage examples remain mechanically quiet and electronically stable. It's one of the most technologically advanced luxury sedans ever built, and one of the least stressful to own post-warranty. Number 6. BMW 550i. This one comes with a caveat, but it's an important one. Early versions of BMW's N63 V8 earned a rough reputation. Then BMW fixed it. Updated cooling systems, revised fuel delivery, improved internal components. The later engines became something rare, a genuinely dependable, high-performance V8. Paired with the proven ZF 8-speed automatic, the drivetrain delivers near-M performance without constant mechanical drama. Depreciation pulls these cars into attainable territory, while independent BMW specialists now understand them intimately. This isn't blind optimism, it's informed ownership. And when done right, the 550i becomes one of the most rewarding post-warranty performance sedans available. Number 5. Lexus LS460. The LS460 was Toyota's quiet mic drop moment. No marketing theatrics, no racing pedigree, just a single question aimed directly at German engineers. What if a flagship luxury car simply never broke? Under the hood sits the naturally aspirated 4.6-litre V8, an engine designed with absurd tolerances. Toyota overbuilt everything: oversized cooling capacity, conservative compression ratios, and components engineered to operate far below their mechanical limits. This wasn't an engine designed to feel exciting at 7,000 RPM. It was designed to feel exactly the same at 80 miles per hour, whether it had 20,000 miles or 320,000. The 8-speed automatic transmission follows the same philosophy. While competitors chased complexity and software-driven novelty, Lexus prioritized smoothness and longevity. Many LS460s quietly cross 300,000 miles without internal drivetrain repairs, something almost unheard of in the full-size luxury segment. Post-warranty ownership reveals the real magic. Suspension bushings, control arms, and wear items last longer than expected because the car was tuned for comfort, not stress. Electronics are refreshingly conservative. No experimental interfaces, no half-baked tech features destined to fail. Independent mechanics often describe LS ownership as uneventful, which in luxury car terms is the highest compliment possible. This is a car for people who want silence, isolation, and mechanical certainty. It doesn't impress your neighbors, it impresses your accountant. Number 4. Genesis G90 5.0 Ultimate, 2017 to 2020. Genesis approached the flagship segment with something rare: humility. Instead of trying to out-German the Germans, they asked a different question. What actually fails over time, and how do we prevent that? The naturally aspirated 5.0-litre V8 is the cornerstone of that answer. No turbos, no heat-soaked complexity, just linear power delivery and components sized for long-term durability. This engine is barely working during normal driving, which is exactly why it lasts. Genesis paid particular attention to systems that traditionally kill luxury cars after warranty. The air suspension was redesigned with redundancy and simplified control architecture. Fewer failure points, easier diagnostics, lower long-term costs. Inside, materials weren't chosen for showroom wow factor alone. Leather quality, stitching density, and switchgear were selected to survive years of daily use without developing squeaks, cracks, or fading. Even after multiple winters and hot summers, interiors tend to age gracefully rather than unravel. Depreciation is the final piece of the puzzle. These cars lose value aggressively in the first few years, then hit a floor once buyers realize they're getting true flagship luxury without flagship ownership stress. Post-warranty, the G90 feels less like a gamble and more like a correction to the market. Number 3. Porsche Panamera S, 2014 to 2016. The Panamera exists because Porsche refused to dilute its standards. This wasn't a luxury sedan built by a sports car company. It was a sports car stretched into a sedan. The engines in this generation were engineered with racing-derived durability margins. Thermal management, lubrication systems, and internal components were tested under sustained high-load scenarios that most luxury sedans would never survive. Porsche didn't design for warranty periods, they designed for abuse. The PDK transmission deserves special attention. Unlike many luxury automatics chasing smoothness at the expense of longevity, Porsche's dual-clutch system was validated for repeated, high-torque shifts. When maintained properly, it delivers astonishing durability alongside lightning-fast response. Once depreciation hits, the Panamera becomes one of the most irrationally good deals in luxury performance. You're not buying a compromised sedan, you're buying Porsche engineering at a fraction of its original intended audience. Number 2. Mercedes-Benz S550, 2014 to 2020. The W222 S-Class represents something rare in automotive history, a deliberate redemption arc. After earlier generations struggled with complexity and reliability, Mercedes went back to fundamentals. The twin-turbo V8 was re-engineered with improved cooling, revised fuel systems, and strengthened internal components. The goal wasn't innovation, it was stability. The air suspension system, long a weak point, received substantial updates. Components were redesigned for durability, and failure-prone elements were reinforced or simplified. The result is a system that still delivers the iconic S-Class ride quality without the constant fear of catastrophic failure. What makes post-warranty S550 ownership viable is ecosystem maturity. Independent specialists understand these cars deeply. Diagnostic knowledge is widespread. Parts availability is strong. You're no longer trapped in dealer-only dependency. The W222 isn't cheap to own, but it's finally honest. Number 1. Lexus LS600hL, 2008 to 2015. At the top of this list sits a car that shouldn't exist. Not because it's unreliable, but because it completely breaks the economic model of luxury cars. The LS600hL was not designed to compete with BMW or Mercedes. It was designed to end the argument. This was Toyota's engineers being handed a blank check and a single instruction: build the most durable luxury car ever conceived, regardless of cost. And they did. At its core is a naturally aspirated V8 paired with a full hybrid system, not for fuel savings alone, but for mechanical longevity. The electric motors offload stress from the engine during low speed and city driving, dramatically reducing wear. The V8 rarely operates under strain. In real-world conditions, it's loafing. But here's the part most people miss. This hybrid system was not built like a Prius. It was engineered for a flagship that Toyota expected to be driven for decades. The battery pack uses conservative charge limits, advanced thermal management, and redundant safety systems. Many original packs are still operating flawlessly well past 15 years, something even modern EVs struggle to promise. The transmission? Overbuilt to a degree that borders on absurd. It was designed to handle combined hybrid torque indefinitely, not peak numbers on a spec sheet. Then there's the cabin. This is where the LS600hL quietly humiliates everything else on this list. Double-pane acoustic glass, structural sound insulation, materials chosen not for trendiness but for chemical stability over time, leather that resists cracking, switches rated for hundreds of thousands of cycles, electronics designed for long-term heat resistance, not planned obsolescence. That's why high-mileage LS600hLs feel unsettlingly solid. No rattles, no degraded ride quality, no aging luxury car vibe. Just silence. Now, let's talk about depreciation, because this is where the financial logic snaps into focus. These cars originally cost well into six figures. Today, post-warranty examples sell for a fraction of that. Not because they're bad, but because the market doesn't know how to value a luxury car that doesn't self-destruct. Insurance companies quietly like them, mechanics respect them. Long-term owners almost never sell out of frustration, only out of boredom. And here's the final twist. This car doesn't just remain reliable with age, it becomes more predictable. Once initial depreciation is done, ownership costs stabilize to near Lexus sedan levels. No surprise failures, no cascading system breakdowns, no one repair leads to 3 more syndrome. This is Rolls-Royce comfort, Mercedes' flagship silence, hybrid efficiency, and Toyota's obsession with longevity, all in one machine. That's why the LS600hL isn't just number 1 on this list. It's the car that proves the entire premise. The smartest luxury car you can buy is often the one the warranty has already abandoned. That's the full countdown of 12 luxury cars that become exceptional values after the warranty expires. Which one surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. And remember, sometimes the smartest financial move isn't buying new. It's buying luxury that's just getting started.